customers are as energetic and lively as your youth. But More Mito doesn't just cater to humans. Our pets are part of our family, and they deserve the best care possible. Ultra Mito Pet Life ensures just that. Specially formulated to support the health and longevity of our furry friends, this product ensures that your pets enjoy the same level of wellness that you do, keeping them active, happy, and healthy. What sets More Mito apart isn't just their innovative Ultra Mito products, but their commitment in empowering you. More Mito is dedicated to educating customers with knowledge and interactions with twice weekly More Mito Health and Wellness and doctor nutritional counseling calls that aid in supporting their customers, referring customers and paid representatives, ensuring that you make informed decisions about your health and wellness journey. Remember, as you embark on this journey towards better health, you're not alone. The person who shared this message with you is more than just a contact. They're your ambassador in the More Mito world of amplifying mitochondrial health. They're here to assist you in understanding the benefits of XDS technology and how the Ultra Mito products can transform your life. So don't wait to take control of your health and the well-being of your pets. Reach out to your More Mito ambassador today. They're ready to assist you in signing up and starting your journey with Ultra Mito Restore, Ultra Mito Rejuvenate, and Ultra Mito Pet Life. Your path to a healthier, more vibrant life is just a conversation away. So get back to the person who shared this video with you today. Do it right now and start your journey to a better quality of life in your health and wellness.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of mitochondria? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay. Mitochondria is that part of your cell that produces the energy that your body runs on. Okay? Mitochondria is responsible for everything that has to do with your health because everything that has to do with your health takes energy, and that's where it comes from. Let me tell you how critical this is. If all the mitochondria in your body right now were to stop working, your brain will stop working, your heart will stop working, everything will stop working, and you would die. Okay? My name is Rodger Hill. I'm CEO of a company called MoreMito. And at MoreMito, for the last 10 years, along with my partner, Dr. Bevan Elliott, we've been focused on helping people with their wellness by providing them the technology that they need to regrow their mitochondria. Okay? So let me tell you a little story about yours. You started out with a lot of it. When you were a kid, you remember then. That's when you had all that energy. You hardly knew what to do with it. You ran, you jumped, you played. Your mama had to tell you to sit down, stop running through the house, all of that, right? But as you know, later on in life, not so much. By the time you get to be 60, you probably lost half your mitochondria. Now, let me tell you what happened along the way that caused this to be the case. Diseases you encountered. If you had COVID, you lost some mitochondria, probably didn't get them all back. If you've had high blood pressure, diabetes, any host of diseases damage and exhaust mitochondria. Medications, as good as they are for helping you get well, many of them kill mitochondria too. If you've ever, for example, had an antibiotic, most of us have, well, mitochondria are a biotic. It kills mitochondria, okay? Now, with all that going on, that's why you have that loss of mitochondria, half of it probably by the time you're 60, by the time you're 80 and 90, down to 5 or 10%. Now, let's reflect on what was going on while that was happening. A lot of people don't see as well, right? Maybe you're near side or you're far side, you can't really find print as well. Or maybe you're having issues with your night vision, loss of mitochondria. Mitochondria have the highest concentration in your major organ. They have to because they take a lot of power. Let's take your brain, for example. Are you remembering things as well as you used to? Right? Many of us, we lose it a little bit as we get older, right? How about your strength and stamina? If you're about 45 or 50 or so, you probably figured out already that you're not a spring chicken anymore, right? Right? We all kind of know that. Lost of mitochondria. You don't have that energy you did once upon a time, okay? And what about your immune system? It's supposed to protect you from everything that assails you, except that you've lost 50% or more, let's say, of your mitochondria. How can it possibly do as good a job? It can't. Now, let's reverse that. Let's suppose the technology existed to regrow your mitochondria, put that back. What might that do for you? Which one of your health concerns might you want your mitochondria to help you get back? company is dedicated to giving you the answer to that question. Technical career. I worked at NASA during the space program. I was recruited from there to go work in the Pentagon. So I had an opportunity to see technology operate at the highest level. And that's what prepared me to work with my future partner, Dr. Bevan Elliott.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bevan Elliott. I have a background in physics, in physical chemistry, in material science. I've dabbled around in biology and have settled in doing research in both chemistry and physics with electromagnetism, but primarily now in formulation of high-tech and nutraceutical formulation for MoreMito. I have a very deep connection to research and development, and most of my career has been in fundamental research. Lately, I've been in applied research, particularly with respect to mitochondrial health and the use of various means in formulation from electromagnetism through to chemical formulation effects in order to enhance delivery systems in biological systems. I'm the Director of Research and Development of MoreMito, and I work together with Rodger Hill.
Good evening, hello, and welcome, everyone. My name is Maria. Well, hello, everyone. Once again, it's great to be here with all of you. I am Maria Woodson, and we just heard Rodger Hill. We just heard Dr. Bevan. And Dr. Bevan was speaking about our special XDS technology that sets our product apart from every product that you've ever encountered, everything that you've ever heard of. You see, this SDS technology reorganizes the molecules that you see on our product labels. And we're going to be looking at some of our products here. All right, so it's going to reorganize those molecules. And so guess what? That means that the ingredients don't just get into your cells. The ingredients in our product, they're going to get all the way down into your mitochondria. And those mitochondria cells, if you didn't know it, they are thousands of times smaller than your cells. And this technology, well, Dr. Bevan put it in all four of our products. I really want you to look at these ingredients that we have. Now, let me tell you about the one that I really love. It's our Restore. And what it does, it is going to repair your cells. It does cellular repair, and it also regenerates your organs. Can you imagine that? Regenerating your organs. It's got 2 superfoods in it. It's got that black seed oil. I know you've all heard of that. And then it has olive leaf oil, and it has 44 different herbs that touch every single organ in your body. Your gut, your liver, your brain, and your heart. All right? Then we got our Renew. Let's go to our Renew Brain and Body. Now this one, you guys, it has additional vitamins and ingredients that we all need, okay? We all need to have more energy. And this is going to give you more energy. It's going to give you more stamina. It's going to give you more strength. And it's water soluble. Well, now, I want to tell you also about our third product that we have, and it's called Rejuvenate. And this one is topical. It's transdermal. It's a gel, and it's going to penetrate all the way down to your bones. You can use it on your hair. You can use it on your scalp. Any bumps or cuts or scrapes or bruises anywhere on your body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. If you got any achy hurts in your body, your joints are bothering you, you can use it there, and it's really, really going to benefit you. And you're going to say, thank God for Rejuvenate. But this is one of the things that we do with our Rejuvenate. We take 2 teaspoons, 2 to 3 sometimes. Some people use 2, some use 3. You can stir that into that Rejuvenate. Put that Restore in that Rejuvenate, right? What's it going to do? Well, it's going to allow all 44 of those herbs microbes that are in our restore to go into, it's going to go into down through your skin, down into your bone. Another great way to get it into your body. But that's not all. We also have a pet product, and Nolette is going to tell you about that.
Sorry. Yes, hi. So we know the mitochondria story. We need it for every cell to function in our bodies. Now, for our furry friends, guess what? They also have mitochondria. We see them start no longer being able to move as well as they used to. You know, we had the cats or the dogs that's running around, all chasing everything around the house, and then as they get older, we notice they're not moving as much. They start having the achy joints. They're coming down with the same challenges that we're coming down with. So if you would like that youthful puppy or kitten back again, so that they can be with you a long and healthy, possibly, they get to live that long, healthy life, try the pet life. It works wonders. I can tell you about my 18-year-old before he passed. He started having that achy joints. Maine Coons are known for that. That's a major thing with Maine Coon. He was no longer jumping. This cat loved to mouse. He enjoyed being outside and he enjoyed being in the bed. He couldn't do any of that stuff anymore. You'll see him walking around limping, but guess what? Got the pet life, gave it to him in a matter of days. He was back jumping around. My daughter walked in the room. He was on the desk. She said, "How did he get up there?" I said, "Pet life." In a matter of days, guys. And then I didn't know animals had dementia. I mean, yes, he went outside and he couldn't find his way back home for 2 days, and he was just across the street. Put him on this product. He's back. He's outside mousing. He's doing all that stuff. So he got an extra 2 years with this product. It works. You want them to get that playful life back, running around, doing all the things they did when they were young. Pet life will do it. It will bring them back to that younger days that you had, and it will help them to go off into their forever with no aches or pains. Mine just went off just like that. So it does wonders. Our animals do not have to suffer. So that's it.
All right, everyone. I would like to introduce to everyone our CEO, Mr. Rodger Hill. He started out in a fantastic career at NASA, and then he was in such high demand that the Pentagon recruited him to come work with them, where he served in another illustrious career. He now brings all of his genius and his ingenuity and creativity to us here at MoreMito. Everyone, let us welcome our CEO, Mr. Rodger Hill.
Okay, great. So great to be with you. I had multiple meetings tonight. Couldn't join you at the very beginning, but I wouldn't miss this for anything. We are blessed to have some extraordinary technology that your hosts have been talking to you about. We're doing some things that have never been done, never been seen in the wellness field before, and we're so delighted to have you on us with this particular journey. I just left another call, and I was asked about backgrounds and all the stuff that's out there. There's nothing out there that compares to this. There's nothing. You can't be your healthiest unless your mitochondria is at their best. And this XDS technology is what's making it happen. Yes, we put it in all of our products, and we talk about get amazing results with it. Have we done any testimonies other than what I just heard, Novelette? Can we go to that now? Or I'm not hearing you.
Okay. I do have someone that is supposed to be sharing her testimony. Miss Nick, do you see CJ or Caroline Johnson? We're not hearing you, Nick.
No, I don't see her. I just typed in her name and I'm not seeing her.
Do you see a CJ?
No, I just typed in name and I don't see her name.
CJ, can you raise your hand? I know she's on.
Okay, well, while we're trying to get her there, let me let's just move on. We'll talk about how we're trying to get this message out. We're going to talk about our conversation a little bit. But let me get to let me share my desktop with you a little bit and give you the latest info on our system. Okay, you're seeing my desktop right now, right? Okay.
Yes, we did.
All right, so let me get logged in here. All of you who are enrolled that have this link in your back office, you also have it on your mobile phones. This is our Share MoreMito info system that lets you access all kinds of information that we've got here available for you. I want to take you through it, especially if you're new. If you haven't seen this before, you haven't gotten into it. There's a flyer that we're in the process of finishing off. You'll be able to customize for yourself. At this point, you would see that your basic information in there. If you're coming to it for the first time, you can change it. There's a QR code there. There's all the information someone will need to get back to you. This is what the flyer says. We want to really educate people about mitochondria. We want to let them know how unique and special the opportunity to grow them is. Mitochondria are what's keeping everybody alive right now. And chances are they didn't even know it. You know, it affects every aspect of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Okay, how you think, how your body performs, how you feel. I mean, there's so many implications of this that nobody before us ever associated with mitochondria, let alone knew what the word was. Okay. There's a video here that says play. You click this, it will start. It'll be you telling the mitochondria story. You heard that in the first part of the interview. There are videos here that you see later. This was played in the intro here. This is where we're finishing off right now. When we finish that, this thing will be complete. Okay. This is not just an effort to push information out, which is good. We got to do that. You're gonna be able to pull information back. So we're encouraging people to fill out a survey down here so you know what a person's health concerns are. Okay. So again, this has my info. He'll have yours. There'll also be a QR code there. There'll be a printed version of this. So you can have papers you can just like hand out to people and whatnot. They pass their phone over it, then they'll be able to bring them right to your live website. Okay. Now this next piece here, imagine that you have sent this flyer out to somebody, or you otherwise knew that they had an interest in a particular thing. That's what Share Audios, Videos, and Doc Files is about. You come here, you've got 3 categories. We may add others. People have pet health that you heard Novelette talking about. And there's more information right here on the mitochondria story. All the videos you saw tonight, you can access them right here. You click on that button and you have it, everything you saw. In the event you want to push those out, every bit of that you saw tonight is here. Okay. Now we can back this up, go back to here where you see that mitochondria story. We can get back to home, and now you see the rest of it. Come right here to this section, and you have access to all these various categories. I don't know anybody else that's doing what we're doing with addictions, cravings, and compulsions, right? This is what drives people to gain more weight, this kind of thing. We got all the evidence in here. If you click that, you will see these videos. There's one more, and audios. There's one more feature we're adding here, so we can put these all in the right order so you don't have to hunt through. But everything's here. If you had a question about, how could I do something about cravings, there's one here that related to that. People with different addictions, alcohol and drugs and so forth. All of that's there for you to benefit from and share. I'll back this up. In fact, you can come right here and pick it up again, actually. Okay, so back to the categories. So pick the category that you have an interest in or need to share information on. Oral health, some of these are videos and whatnot. Who had ever heard of you being able to regrow teeth or have cavities fill themselves and you save thousands of dollars in dental bills? Nobody. This is just not unheard of. So if you're new, Yeah, you're in a company that does unheard of things. Okay, welcome to the party. Okay, that is what we do. Uh, the let's see here what I got. The people, let's come back here again. See the categories. All right. So find the category. I really encourage you to go through this, make yourself familiar with it, and really make use of it. Now here's how you would make use of it. So let's say you had somebody had a question about something. I don't know, hearing. Okay, you could come here, find one of these about hearing. I'll pick one just randomly. Um, Somebody had clogged and uncomfortable hearing. You can click that button. You could listen to it. We'll start.
I got the pleasure of speaking with Valerie Martin. Valerie, please tell me what your health concern.
And Meryl will go on and talk about that. You can listen to all of them. And you have your choice of 4 different ways at the moment to send this out. You've got your regular text message. You have WhatsApp. A lot of international folk call through their email, of course, Twitter and Facebook. Let's try this one. And actually, on these, I should probably switch to the phone. It works a bit better from the phone because your contacts are in your phone. So I'm going to encourage you to use that. Let me just slide this over and come down here and pick up my phone. Do this. Let's go back to the desktop here. Throw my fingerprint on here so it'll open up my phone. I got on here. We close this. Go back. And get to the, here we go. Now we'll get to the app. The app's right here. You get this app in the Play Store if you have an Android, or the App Store if you have an iPhone. And the first time you come here, you'll be asked to use your MoreMito username and password to access. It'll ask you a couple questions, and then you're in here. Okay. So right here is where you're seeing the stuff you were seeing in the other menu. Okay, you got share MoreMito info right here. Right, it was already open. And right here is where the share information is. You see this? And I'll point out here, right here at the top, you have a generalized search. So you don't have to just search by category. You can put in blood pressure, for example. That's what we're blood sugar. Put that in, and you would find those interviews we've done. And here's blood pressure right here. This is the category, right? You can come here and find that. So let's say that you had, this is Yvette Pope. I just talked to Yvette Pope last night. You heard her if you were on the call. She was like 487 pounds or something like that. She's almost back down to 400 now. She's such a delightful person. Sent me a couple pictures. Okay. So let's say I wanted to share that with somebody. You click that right there. It comes up. You see that video, and you can play it once again right here off your phone. And it'll start playing after a while. I'll just expedite. Come here, hit the share button. And then you choose where you're going to get the contacts from, or if you're going to just type it in manually, let's get it from the contacts. And I will send this to Navalette. Select that. There we go. I guess I clicked it too hard. Okay, let's do this again. Okay. All right, now here we go. Now we're going to generate this link. You see she selected right here. Let's generate the link. And it explains, you just read this. There's a personalized message that's been created to send to her. And here's the key about this. This link is generated in a way, as you'll see in a minute, so that activity on this link, people click in different places, it's going to come back to you, and you'll be able to see exactly what they did and when they did it. Let's click the share button. Now we're going to choose how it goes out. Are we going to use text message? We're going to use WhatsApp. I said WhatsApp. Let's just try the text message this time. Okay, pops it right in there. You see that novelette right up here? The novelette here comes right there. Now all you have to do is just send this. And buttons right here. There we go. Now, Novelette, she got her phone handy, it just dinged, and she has that. So this is how simple it is to do this. You just bang these out as you get a need to do so. Novelette, you see that hit your phone? Okay, go ahead and click it and play it so I can go back over here and show you so folks what's happening in the back office while that's going on. Now, I'll just jump back over here. It's easy for you to see it perhaps. It's kind of small. So that's that way to share. So you got flyers you're gonna send out. We'll finish it off in a little bit. Right now this is fully active. The other way is people who are not in your contacts, you may meet randomly. You can share information with them by allowing them to request it. All of you have a code. I guess I need to make this a little wider. All of you have a code right here under my account settings. It is your SMS code right here. It's composed of your first initial, your last initial, and a number. Mine's RH1. Yours will be your initial plus whatever number you are. When we got to you to assign these, okay, you're going to take that. You're going to come down here, and you're going to use this to send these messages out. Just read this, and it reads rather easily. You can send people information on people health issues or pet health issues, depending on which one of these phone numbers down here you choose to tell the person to send your code to. Okay, so you want to make a contact in your phone that has these numbers in it and your SMS code. You just copy and paste that into a text message, put it on their phone. Okay, then when they send it back to you, it's gonna capture them as they leave. It's gonna ask them what their name is, so you can send them that information. Now we have a basis to represent that to you when we get down here. This is part that says, see my generated leads. So if you send it out this way, this is an example right here of one I made up. Mike Prospect was interested in something about his dog right there, so he responded, that's in here. Okay. And I can view details, I can see all the information associated with that. All right, so let me close this up and let me go back to the menu. Now, all of this, regardless of where it was, whether you sent out flyers or you sent out audios, videos, and docs, whether you allowed others to request information from you and generated leads, all it is shown down here in track activity. Okay, and this is set up from lifetime, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 7 days, less than 72 hours. Okay. For the last 72 hours, and this is sorted by most recent activity, whether it's your part for sending or someone else's part for responding to it, okay? And if you come down here, they're all listed by the most recent one. Who was my most recent one? It was Novelette that I just sent that to, right? That's where you'll see this. So when you're sending out a number of these, it really helps you with your process of responding to people, because you're going to respond to the people who respond first, right? So it kind of lets you focus your activity. And at this point, there's 2 activities here. You click here, we'll find out who they are on Novelette. And so Novelette actually opened that link and she played the video. Now, when this thing is complex and you have all these different things on this flyer for them to check out and do this and do that, you're going to see a pattern of activity that puts you in a very good position to follow up on them, because they have told you by their activity what their interests are. Yeah. You know. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. And again, you can monitor this by the last 72 hours last week. If I click that, more shows up because there's more 7 days and so on. You see more and more showing up, depending on how you want to look. So you've got the ability to manage that. Now, here's something else that I think is pretty important here. I showed it last week. This was not on this is one of the things we're waiting to be completed before we fully launch this. This part's not on your phone yet. It's here, but not on your phone. It lets you share your activity with other people, okay? So imagine you got a new person that just got started, right? And they want you to help. Like you are normally, you do 3 ways to help people with them. The other way is have them share their activity with you. So you click that button, and they put your username right in here, okay? You'll have the ability to accept this from them so you can see their activity and help them follow up. Or it could be someone who's too busy to really be active, but they want to help you promote it. All they're ever going to do is send stuff out. Or maybe you've got somebody who's going on vacation and not unable to keep up with the leads that are being generated. Fine, that they can put your username in there, and then you will be able to see their activity. Where you find it, you will find it right here, where it says view shared activity. And there's two aspects of that. If you have shared your activity with others, you'll be able to see who you shared it with. If others have shared the activity with you, you'll be able to see that. So this person says, share who my activity. Okay, I'll go to this one, share activity of others share with me. So if Nick has shared his activity with me, I will go here and I would see it listed here because obviously we're testing, so no one is here, but that's where you would find it. This is really going to help you help other people by being able to get people to help you generate these leads and contacts. Then if you're a skilled person and telling the mitochondria story and doing the follow-up, then it's going to position you to do that. So that's what we got here. Again, these two will show up over there shortly as soon as the mobile app people can get that done. We'll come to the App Store and the Play Store where it'll be available to you. Okay, now. So that solves a real big issue. There's two issues here when you really want to do well with anything having to do with marketing. It's, do you know what to say? Okay, or do you have the message down? Well, you don't have to wait and learn that. We've got that all recorded. You can send that out and have it done as you know at a very high level. The other part is reaching out to enough people. This is going to give you that ability. Okay, most of you have hundreds of contacts on your phone. As soon as we launch this, we're going to suggest you send out 100 of these within the first 72 hours. It's going to generate instant activity. But make sure in the meantime that you're at least sending it to your teammates and whatnot. Get used to using it. Be familiar with it. Make sure everybody has downloaded this. Okay. Now, this is going to be a breakout year for MoreMito. Breakout year, without question. We have built our infrastructure. We've got our lab done in Greenfield, ready for higher production. It's something we needed to do. We've done it. We have, thousands of everything we need to send out. All of our products are in really good shape that way from an inventory standout. We're building this out. The whole website's going to get redone. We'll talk about that later when we get to that. To make it easier to navigate, easier to work with. There's some things that we want to make it easier for the influencers that you might meet to help promote us and make it big. You're going to see constant improvement. That's how we got here, right? We're constantly improving in this. We're going to do that. And I think that means that if we're going to reach all these people we want to reach, we're going to have to pay a lot of people, right? And so if you talk a little bit about the compensation program, it is a measure of how many people you're helping. Okay, if you're going to help a lot of people, we're going to have to compensate you a lot that goes with that. So let me get in here. You know where your compensation is right here in this link, and I'm logged into my back office. You can log into yours. I showed you last time how to look at these things. I guess I'll touch on this, by the way. I'm going to go over here to Frank Provenzano. I just talked to him earlier today. I'll show you his setup. Or my log in. I need to get a private browser to do that. I'm here with Frank Pro. So Frank's been with me since about 2016, 2017. And he came to me at a time when he was not employed at that moment. He needed to make some money, right? He really did. He did a great job of sharing what we were about our technology at that time, and stayed with us all the way through now. So let me come here and we'll go through some of his. So right here you got the compensation. This daily log is like every single transaction that comes in. You'll get it summed up by the day. You click on day, it'll show you the individual transactions. All of that's going to be available to you. He's got a big downline, so it takes a while. He is one of two two-star goals we have. Reggie Williams of Atlanta, y'all know him, and Frank out of Roanoke, Virginia is the other one who's downline we're sitting on right now. So you'll see that right there. All right. In a moment, as soon as that comes up, yours will come up a whole lot faster, I suspect. Okay. There we go. And I pointed this out to you last time. This is actually a pretty big deal. When you come in here, you see the daily earnings. You can pick any day that you want. Go get the detail, and this will spin up and it'll show you every single order that added to this. And This is why I asked Reggie this question this morning. I said, what's the deepest you've ever seen you earn anything? It was about 14. Now he's at 16 levels. 16. Okay? None of them and none of you have ever been paid this deep or this well. Because companies are interested in doing that. They want to pay the company, you got to do that. They want to pay big distributors, of course, you want to do that too. But what about everybody else? Okay? I think that's the difference right here. We want to empower all the new people just getting started, because we want to reach as many people as possible. And you know people that need to know about us. So we're going to really reward you well for helping us do that. And when you do it and you do it well, some of these people will be way deep in your organization. You look at all these double-digit ones you get coming up like this. Okay, so we got that. You also have this view on this. If you do compensation from the history, it rolls up by year. You can pick the year. We didn't even start paying anything to 2022. We were about halfway through 2023. We spent about 2 years not paying anybody. Our whole premise was, if we build it, people will come. And then they did, and they kept coming. And now you're here, even though for 2 years, we weren't paying anybody anything. So you start here. You see the progress he's made through this year. Your progress will be whatever your progress is. Okay? I would like for all of you, because we're about health, right, to be able to go to the grocery store and not flinch at what healthy food costs. You know, the organic food, you know, how many times have you done that? You went there and like, oh man, that costs a lot of money. No. That's just a sign you need to earn more money so you can be healthier, right? Okay, so come in here, you see the months go by, and if you click a month here, you will see all the different levels. This is important because you'll see how much you're earning on each level. This is your unit level from the compensation plan that we'll look at in a minute. You're going to see all these different levels, everyone you personally enroll, everyone they enroll, and so forth. You see how many orders were on that level. You'll be able to see how many customers in this column, how many orders they generated. And notice how he had 239 customers to put in 270 orders. People loving this stuff. They're using it. They're making, and they're doing things with it that we've not been seen before. The car just left. Lewis, who's here in the DC area, was talking about how he had a disease the doctor said was not curable. Okay, it's gone now when he goes back on the test. They don't get it, but you get it if you get mitochondria. Okay, and it translates here for those people who help get this kind of message out, and so on for all the other levels. So I want to hurry up and get down here to the bottom, so I'll leave that. So let me get to the actual document. There's other pieces in here. I guess we could come in the wrong place. Compensation. I always thought that the right speed to compensate you at was fast, actually instantly. So every time you get a customer, like those ones you were seeing in that list that I showed you with Frank's log, as soon as that person saw order complete, everybody's supposed to be compensated, already been compensated. You go in your back office, the first time you go in here, you get to manage your payout options. You actually get to, oops, I'm in the wrong spot, let's go here. Manage your payment methods, where you get to say how you want your compensation to come to you. You have a variety of ways to do that. You can go PayPal, Venmo, ACH, all those, you get to do those. But then when you want to request a payout, you click request a payout. Right? You come here and you, of whatever you have, say how you want to send it, ACH, what have you, whatever the case may be, you can do that. And there you go. You're in a good place there. So let's come back here. Let me get all the way down here to this. I didn't do this last time. Let me do it this time. You have a rank management report that helps keep you manage the activity of your organization. It tells you how you qualified. Here, the whole qualification history. Every single time you qualify, it's going to get displayed here. And the same thing about your rank, your promotions, your tree view. You got something here called, in the tree view called star view, which is, if you want to say, let me just see the people in my downline that are 1-star silvers or higher, or senior ambassadors or higher. You can go in here, you can choose that, and you can see what that is. Okay, I don't think I intended to do that. All right, so let me go back. Okay. All right, so anyway, so that's available to you, but let me get here to the, all the way down to the compensation PDF. This is where you want to go if you want to learn about this. Just click on the compensation plan PDF link. It's lagging a little bit for some reason. Let me try it one more time. Compensation plan. All right, fine. It just lagged here. Now get this link right here. There you go. I'll zoom this up. I know you can't see it. That's small. Somebody asked me recently, what was I thinking about? It was Minister Laughlin in Philadelphia. What was I thinking about when I designed this comp plan? I was playing Isley Brother Fight the Power, okay, the whole time, right? Because what I observed as a consultant doing compensation plans for people, like I said earlier, they're focused on the company, they're focused on the big distributors, that's it, okay? You are not empowered. You are not in those conversations. You did not get those special deals that they use, that breakage that is generated to pay people out. You didn't get that, okay? And it's not fair. So I wanted something that everybody had access to, because all we want to do is get this message out. And there's a whole lot of you that know a whole lot of folks that do, big folks don't, okay? So we want to do that. So my definition of big is nothing but a whole lot of little. So that's why we got the emphasis. Everybody's going to do well. Big guys going to take care of themselves. I want to take care of the rest of you as well. We were so successful with this, and this is the fact that our compensation starts with how well this product works. 300% average increase in our order size. It's transitioning from our prior company with earlier first generation XDS technology at MoreMito. It's extraordinary. 40% of the people are wanting it overnight. That hasn't stopped. People still want this, and they need it. We made everything free because we're not trying to nickel and dime you and turn you into a profit center. We're perfectly happy to benefit just from the product, right? I mean, after all, if you build it, like I said, people will come and they do. I didn't like the fact that so many companies put things in their compensation plan to force you to buy a product just to qualify for compensation in the comp plan, not because you needed it. That's why so many of you go look around your house right now, you'll find stuff you bought when you were with some other company because comp plan told you so or made you do it. We don't have that. So everything is free. There's no mandatory auditorships or you gotta buy some package. No, none of that. That's nonsense. It's gone. There's also no BBPV. What's that about? That's like you have to have a certain dollar amount as opposed to a number of customers. We just do customers. I've not seen that anyplace else. I don't know why nobody else ever did it. We're only counting customers because if I said you had to have a certain dollar amount, somebody would be tempted to oversell somebody just to hit that dollar amount. See what I'm saying? We don't have that. Of course, as people buy more, you're going to earn more. But we're not tying any of that to the compensation plan. We just want you to bring us people. Let those people decide what they want to buy, not put you in a position where, or someone in a position where they might be encouraged to coerce people and try to get them to buy more than they wanted. So none of that's here. I talked to you about real-time compensation, zero breakage. You get to pick your own payday because I think that's what you should be able to do. Okay, we just stack it up in your account. You take it out whenever you want. That's the commissions. I was talking to Reggie about this morning, Reggie Williams down in Atlanta. So once you get to where you're earning a full-time income, you demonstrate you can build a team. What I didn't want to happen was it to be in such a way that when other people you were helping build their teams get promoted, it just takes big chunks of your income away. So you get permanently attached commissions as long as you're qualified and that person keeps buying. Those commissions are automatically go to you. They can't be taken away because of downline promotion. That was a problem for people who are earning bigger income, building bigger teams. We want to fix that. Okay, no getting blocked. We talked about that. We are delighted at the fact that we have this MoreMito cash concept, which allows you to send money to other folks. And those of you who've been on our calls have heard that happen, where people shared money to help people buy a product they were in need and that kind of thing. So you can do that. Provenzano is giving away tens of thousands of dollars in a year. Many of you have done more. Whatever you've done, we totally appreciate it. It's in the spirit of our culture that you share. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here. We structured this so that it's a simple comp plan. You got a unit level, we'll talk about that. We've got these infinity bonuses stacked on top that you can qualify for, and that lets me tune it for making it easy for you to get started, easy for you to build your team, and easy for you to secure your income as you transition into a full-time staff. Here, you're earning $4,000 or $5,000 a month or more. We actually designed it to hit this target, and so far, everybody who's reached this level, that's exactly what's happening. Okay. Come down here further. Qualification. Let me linger on this a minute. Qualification here is real simple. Bring us a customer. The customer can be you, it can be someone else, whoever that person is, that is your qualifier. What does a qualifier do for you? Every time that qualifier, whether it's you or someone else, makes a purchase, it extends your qualification 35 days for you to earn on everyone else. Okay? So if you made that purchase and you self-qualified, when you got 35 days, you make another purchase, make another 35 days, right? Let's say, though, you couldn't do that. I did not want it where you had to wait till payday to participate, right? Or that you would feel like you were forced to make a purchase you didn't want to make. So you can just sign somebody else who needs it. If they make a purchase, that person is going to qualify them. It's also going to qualify you for 35 days. Now, the next time you make a purchase, if they're still your qualifier, it's just going to extend it another 35 days. You'll earn on your qualifier. Your qualifier qualifies you to earn on others. Okay? So let's be clear about that. However, there's an advantage in you doing that purchase, and that is, obviously you control your own qualification, and that person who initially qualified you, you qualify by letting someone else make that purchase. When they make a purchase, now you can actually earn on them. So we've had people do that. They get in, they refer other people. First person qualifies them, they start earning on the rest. When they earn enough to make that purchase, they do that, and now when their original qualifying person makes a purchase, they're earning on them also. Okay. All right, let me skip ahead. I'm going to skip all the way down here to about page 11. It's a chart there, and then we'll do that, and then we'll get to your Q&A. I don't want to eat up all the time this one. Okay, this chart right here, and I'll flip these colors so you can see it the way you normally see it. Got to move this little thing out of the way here from so I can get to my. Oh wait, I hate it. This doesn't let me get to my place I wanted to get to very easily. Okay, here we go. Turn that off. Okay. So now you see that the way you would see the colors. I turn it black because it's easier for my eyes to see more black than white. This green line tells you what you earn. If you have that basket, everyone gets 25% payouts on half of what the order is typically. So if it was a $200 order, we're calculating this off $100 payout, right? So you would get $25. That's 25 cents of $100, right? Got that green line. If all this is going too fast for you, you want to pick it up slow. Come back to this, read it. Click this button right here. This recording is going to come up, and you'll hear me explain this page here in this video. As soon as it loads up. We got a lot going on. We got this Zoom going on, so my internet might be a little bit slow. But this page will get explained to you right here on this page when you do that. Okay? I'll let that scan do its thing. Come back and pick it up where we were. Okay. Zoom this up again. Okay, let's get down to it. Back to where we were. So the nice thing is like if you just start doing a good job, get on a health and wellness calls, share with the folks you care about or that you meet, and get this ball started. Okay, everybody knows somebody that our technology can help. But they can't do it if they never know about the technology to start with, right? You get that ball started. And some of you will go on to build big teams. So that's what these infinity bonuses are for. Your first customer qualifies you. The next three, in addition to the qualifier, get you to senior ambassador. You'll make twice as much on levels 2 through 5. Okay, everybody you put in is on the first level. Once they put it on the second level, so on through 5 levels. You get 5, you get another 15%. Now in personals, you're getting 40% because that's what you get when you add 15 and 25. Okay, and you're getting this all the way down to the next 1-star silver or higher. 2-star silver. I want to get there quickly. You got 2 ways to do it. Become a 1-star by getting 5. And when anybody in your downline, anywhere in your downline also becomes a 1-star, pushes you to 2-star. You go from earning on individuals to groups of individuals. As other people bubble up, they become 2 stars. You're on the whole team. Okay. 3-star silver, you get 150 customers. There's a structure requirement there. You need 3 legs that have 2 stars in it. You can go back and play that later. And you're there. This is the gold level. Okay, gold level, you need 300 customers here, like it says on that line, all right? Your personal's all the way up to 52%. And we have people, we don't have these big packages trying to get somebody to pay that by $1,000 trying to turn it into a money game. But this stuff is so valuable that we have some orders coming in $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Okay. We got a doctor in Chicago. I think he has a record right now for the highest purchases or something like that. I mean, it's like, $30,000 or something. So these can be big. So you figure it out from there in terms of what you can get out of individual ones. But it all adds up, whatever they are. 2-star silver things. So this is where you're getting full-time income. This is where you're getting vested commissions and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. Again, these at your leisure, you can click these links and get the video that has me explaining these pages. I want to save some time for you to be able to, if you want to granular detail, you got this, you got a video right here to do that. Okay, so got a great technology that is changing and saving lives. We have compensation that respects you and pays you like your mama wrote the comp plan, okay? But your mama would always want her baby to make some money, wouldn't she? Okay? All right. So let's go Q&A, can we?
Okay, I believe we have Miss Caroline ready to go, Roger.
All right, let's go, Miss Caroline.
CJ? No. Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I've been writing a journal since I started on the technology. My journal will be 9 months in on the 19th of this month. I started with life challenges, high blood pressure, 3 bolts in disc, 4 herniated discs, severe allergies, asthma, nerve damage all up my right side. On May 28, 2024, I had triple bypass surgery. During that healing process, my back pain was affecting my mobility issues, muscles. They were like noodles. There was no strength. I had to go to speech therapy. My voice changed. Severe neuropathy. I had to have ice packs on my feet. But 1 year and 9 months later, after all those pills and the pain and hair starting to fall out, and with only a 12, I still couldn't raise my hands over my head. Constantly in pain, daily being stuck downstairs till my son come home from school. It ended on the 9th month. Within that 9th month, I got introduced to MoreMito. I got Rejuvenate. That 1 jar Rejuvenate for my hair loss. Oh my gosh. Within 8 days, I was doing my stairs in my house. My energy and endurance was off the chart. I'm a supervisor at a food pantry. I had more energy when I even came home, even went past 10 p.m. I was shocked. After my heart surgery, I could not sleep on my left side. I was so excited. I called Nominate and said, I slept on my left side. I couldn't believe it. I've been amazed since I've been on the technology. I am so grateful. Then the 27th of that month, I received the Restore and the Brain and Body. I took that, but see, I only took 1 milliliter and only took 1 Brain and Body pill because me trying to stretch it, because I knew I didn't have the income because I couldn't work anymore after heart surgery. But after I started the whole bundle, my sleeping improved, standing, my pain levels reduced, my energy even got stronger. By the beginning of next month, my digestion, no more constipation. I was reading some of my scriptures without my glasses. 6 more days after that, my endurance and everything, I went back to the pantry. My energy was off the chart. I was being wild. I've been wild up until this point now. Currently, I can read without my glasses. I am so grateful. My pain does not exist. I get emotional just talking about it. I'm so grateful. When I first heard about MoreMito and how it was created, I came to the conclusion that God was the potter. I'm the clay. I've been applying the technology to the clay, and it's been taking me from glory to glory. I'm grateful, and I thank you, Rodger Hill, for creating the technology. Thank
CJ, go ahead and share what the doctors told you about your spine degeneration. What did they tell you? It's never positive.
you. And they told me that my spine was in bad shape. And he told me to go ahead and apply for disability and live. I said, what? I said, the devil is a lie. Since I've been on the product, I've been doing great. As a matter of fact, I have an episode with my episode. I had pancreatitis. This was 2 weeks ago. When I got there, it was inflamed, infected. Before I left the hospital, I went through a detox that cleaned me out. Because I asked the doctor, I said, excuse me, have you ever heard of mitochondria? He said, yes, I have. I said, well, I'm letting you know I'm fighting for my energy cells, and I'm not going to let you destroy them by giving me stuff that my body don't need. So he says, you're not going to be on the antibiotics long enough. It's to heal your pancreas and get you right where you need to be. Well, long story short, I went through a severe detox. Everything came out of me. When I left the hospital, I was off for all the heart meds and everything they had put me on. I say, thank you, Jesus. And I've been doing good ever since. No blood pressure medicine, no nothing. I'm off a atorvastatin. Matter of fact, I went off of a atorvastatin the 19th of January. Went to my doctor and I asked her about my cholesterol after she did my blood pressure. She said, it's great. I didn't tell her. She said it was great. So I am so grateful. I am blessed. And my journey is not even, it's still going. I'm work in progress. I have other health issues that are challenging me. But you know what? MoreMito's going to take care of it. I feel it already. I had a torn meniscus in my right knee. I've been using my knee. I can do my stairs in my house. I can do a lot of things. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. Thank you for letting us be a part of your wellness journey, Carolyn.
God, I'm going, oh my God. MoreMito's not going anywhere. It's going to stay in my life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. You feel like you should have saved that one for last, but we're just beginning. Who's next?
Yep. So guys, okay, so if you'd like to share, you can go ahead and raise your hand. One of us will go ahead unmute you, and we can. So if you have a question as well, you could also raise your hand, and we'll go ahead and unmute you.
Or comment.
All right. Now let Maria, if you guys want to go ahead and assist, we can go ahead and start with John. We're going to unmute him. Okay, good. He's unmuted. Go ahead, sir. You are unmuted. Ask your question.
Blessings all. The question and the statement is that thank the lady that just spoke, because this is just some of the things that this product is doing. I'm a living testimony of it for myself and for my dog, that what this product has done for me myself is phenomenal. It has stopped my neuropathy. It has cleared me out and cleansed my thinking. I'm a triple threat. I use all three of the products, and it has helped me tremendously not to relapse, to keep my 4 years of the sobriety, to keep me going strong in spite of some of the things I'm going through. I had a fire. I lost a lot. And I appreciate this here company. Like Sir Rodger was saying, this here has never been nothing like it. Never. For all of y'all that just coming in, even the customer service. I've been with Optimum for 2 hours on the phone and don't get the stuff solved. I just like to thank you and thank you for the presentation. And you all be blessed. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and move on with Miss what do you say? Sam? Go to unmute her. Samara. Okay. Go to unmute her. Oh. Unmute.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Go
hi.
ahead.
Yeah, so I just have a question. So is there, I know there's a detox process with the mitochondria. So what's your recommendation to help people? Just drink more water, I'm assuming? Or what can be else additionally done to help minimize like itching on the skin?
You should definitely drink a lot of clean water.
Okay.
Your
How much is recommended? Yeah.
Your body will prioritize it.
Okay. So water is a must.
Not everybody experiences noticeable detox, even though the detox is going on. But should it not only be noticeable but uncomfortable, then all you need to do is reduce the amount you're taking until it passes, and then you can just go back up in your dosage.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of my mom's feet. You know, the feet is where a lot of stuff comes out too, right? But is there anything that can be done, or the oil or the cream, or what can be done, like to reduce the itchiness she's feeling? She feels it in the nighttime.
Make sure she drinks a lot of water, like you were saying. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and you can put the you can put the mixture on her feet wherever it is she's having the itching. But
okay, so the restore and the rejuvenate.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, the real rule is if take it as a good sign, first of all.
Yes, of course.
Right, and second, if it's too uncomfortable, just reduce the dosage on it until it passes.
The dosage of internally?
Whatever you do, either one of them, just restore brain and body, just reduce your amount of glycogen. So you're doing two and then brain and body back off to one. I did that when I started. I backed to one and two. I stayed there for about 10 days actually. And then I restored. It's just kind of a common sense approach.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Dan Coates. Gonna unmute you.
Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you so much. Roger, thank you. We just talked last night. It was great. These are quite shocking. They've been shocking. I've been on the product for 4 months. And I think I've been going through detox for a while. But I did construction for 50 plus years, and I probably breathed everything that was toxic to me. And I have stuff that's opening up. They're like dry. They're not sores. They're just dry spots. And then I started feeling like, wow, I know I'm not sick. And now it's like I can tell when it's coming on. And I go, I'm detoxing. And so I just back off a little bit. It's been when I started, I could not, when I would walk, every step would be painful. And when I worked, the type of work I did construction. My grandfather, they quoted my grandfather, or someone said that my grandfather, he worked like he was killing snakes. Well, I think I've inherited some of that because I would work really, really hard, at times not smart, just too hard. And so I put stress on my body, and I could not walk when I started the product without pain. Well, on the 21st day, I was like, wow, the pain in my knees is gone. So what have I done since then? I've slowly gotten back in and started to do chores. Even though I have health issues, I still do chores. And well, I have to slow down. my knees are being helped, but it's like, don't whip them. Don't whip them, Dan. And I'm coming on, every time I come on to a presentation, I'm reminded, like a nice reminder you just said, hey, water, clean water. Drink it. And wonderful health tips. Next week I go in and get, I have 2 aneurysms, and I'm going to see if they're holding steady. They say it's impossible for them to shrink. Well, I'm not a believer in that, but I'm glad that I have the product, and just coming on these calls and are incredible. I mean, they stagger me.
Now let me respond to part of what you said there. They told you could have aneurysm, nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it as long as all you do is medication. And that's not an anti-medication comment. It's an acknowledgement that it has its limitations, right? We've been talking, for example, about that magic oatmeal that we talked about, Dr. George shared, that I shared with Dr. Dan. So now, there's 6 things. They took 83 different nutrients, right? They found 6 that made a measurable difference in the health of your blood vessels and clearly affected your blood flow because they measured it. We're not talking about hype, okay? Now, you can take our stuff and you get those benefits, right? But if you will eat in such a way that doesn't add to your problem or at best does nothing about it, if you add those things, you can get measurable results that are equivalent of people on medication. Except you're doing it with food you got in your kitchen. We're talking about turmeric. We're talking about sea lime cinnamon. Now, what's the difference? When you go in your back office, click on that link that says, click here to listen to previous calls, and you go and find that link and play it. You'll find that there's a way you prepare it with this oatmeal and what you have, the cofactors that you put with it. Like vanilla amplifies the flax seeds, right? And you've got a couple things in there that change the turmeric to 2,000 times its power available if you just took it in the capsule, okay? So there's things like that will work with our technology to help repair you even faster, okay? So blood vessels can be fixed. You just got to talk to the right doctors. We have a couple of them in link that follow that last call we just did. And I'm saying this for everybody else's benefit because they're just saying what they know. And they haven't done anything with mitochondria since they left medical school. So there you go. All right. So thank you for that, Dan. Let's see if we get another one. Okay.
All right, Berlene. Can I unmute you? Berlene.
You hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Yes, I went through a detox for about 10 days. Now, no pain. I felt great. But I had to work from home. Now, I was wondering what was actually being cleansed from my body. Was it what was actually detoxing? Was it my colon? Was my liver? Was my kidneys being cleansed? Also, because I even called Teledoc because I wasn't sure if it was the MoreMito or if I had food poisoning. I had gone to a Valentine's Day dinner or lunch, and the doctor said, "Well, how long were you taking the olive oil and black seed oils?" Is what I told them. I said, "For about 3 months." They said, "Well, it's not that." They said, "If you had to have gotten some kind of food poison." I said, "Well, no one else got it." But that was my experience with the Teledoc. But I wasn't feeling bad. It's just that my job thought maybe I should call a doctor, but I didn't know if it was just the colon being cleansed or was I going through a liver and a kidney cleanse as well.
So, life is complicated, right? We don't know that it had anything to do with mito per se. All right. But I can show you this. When your cells, all of our cells prior to regrowing the mitochondria were accumulating toxins that it'd rather get rid of, but just didn't have the energy to do it. So that process is going to start. It's just that some of us it's going to be very pronounced. Okay. And again, same advice. Just reduce it if you think that it's coming from the effects of tobacco products. Just reduce the amount you're taking, till you're comfortable, and let it pass. Keep drinking a lot of good water. Doing a common sense thing as you would do. I mean, if you're ever going to not avoid sugar, it'd be a pretty good time. Okay. Don't be eating a lot of sweets and stuff. You're really making it worse. Limit your carbohydrates. Stay with fruits and vegetables and things that are easy to digest. Okay, if you normally eat boiled eggs, throw the yolks away. Just eat the eggs whites for a while. It's easy on your system. So those kinds of things. Don't eat complicated stuff. Don't go eat a lot of greasy. You get the point, right? Don't put extra stuff on your system if you're already going through detox. So there you go.
Not going through it anymore. What I did, I stepped up what I was taking, and I was ingesting it and putting it on my abdomen and around my navel topically every day, twice a day, maybe 3 times a day under my feet, and I was just I really stepped it up. But I never felt bad. I just couldn't leave the house for about 10 days.
Okay, well, we're better off now.
Oh yeah, I feel great. I always I felt great after the first day of going through. I never felt bad at all.
Good. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Keith, unmute you. Hey,
yes.
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Most people that know me, they know that I can go on and on. I can speak, and I can do that, but I want to have respect for other people that want to, but I cannot begin to imagine a company like this. I actually am a MLM network affiliate marketing veteran. I have not seen anything like this. I would not have thought anything like this would happen.
Mm-hmm.
The product, absolutely, because of all the work, and not just for me, but all the testimonies that I know are true, I can feel that. The generosity that you do on these calls, calling people. You called me back one time at 9:30 at night, stayed on for 45 minutes. Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to know where you get your clone machine, because you can't just be funny. I had to bring that out.
Keith, I want to interrupt you. Let me just kind of share this for a minute. I was talking to Bev. We talked about an hour today. Rough year for Bev so far. Anyway, I was telling him that since we've been on this oatmeal, the magic oatmeal thing and all of that, and I needed to get more exercise. So I've been getting an hour or two exercise pretty much every day. So how do you do that in a day that's already crammed fuller than I ever thought it could be, right? So when I'm talking to you, other people on the phone, I'm walking, I'm on the stepper, I'm on the rowing machine to get that exercise in. And now it feels like I got more time. I don't know how that's possible. Okay? But that's how it works out. But go ahead. I just want to inject that in. Please continue to share.
That was perfect, because I need to know that, because I'm often doing 5, 6. But as a person who's been in this industry for this long, I have to give y'all all the praise that I get. What I really wanted to say was that it's I call him a mentor. I hope he feels. There's a gentleman named Mr. George C. Fraser that I'm trying to get to introduced to this. I'm familiar with the nutraceutical healing thing. I was prepared for all the detoxing, and I'm well aware that you have to supplement it with other things, exercise and eating, things like this. I had a question. Oh, here it is. Is there any timeline between eating and taking the more? Is there an optimum timeline between eating and taking more mito? Like, say, empty stomach, don't eat for a while? That's really my question.
Okay, so the context you want to put this in is, remember that what we have is also food. Okay? So I take my first stuff on empty stomach when I get up in the morning. And I'm going to double dose restore. I'm going to bring the body to be capsules. I'm going to rejuvenate all over that I need to rejuvenate. Okay? That's my routine. Then either right before lunch or after lunch. I'm gonna do a second one. Okay, and so by itself or in proximity to food, it will still work. But you just find out what fits for you, because a lot of this is like schedule dependent. Like I hear people say, "Oh, you take one every hour." Well, you might not, your job or your occupational circumstance may not permit that. So don't feel like you're missing stuff. It'll work. You just gotta get it in. Preferably you spread it out, right? Some early, some later, and that's more important. But it'll work either way with food or without food.
Right. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Ingrid, we're going to pull you up next. Bear with me for a second. Ingrid. So Ingrid, I've unmuted you.
You gotta unmute yourself now. Go ahead.
I think she's having a bit of a challenge. Ingrid, you're up. She's still muted. Nick, unmute her.
Yeah, I unmuted her, but there's
Yeah,
something.
for some reason when we had asked us to request us to unmute her, she declined it. So
I was.
There you are.
There we go. Yeah, there you go.
I was on two phones trying to fix something with this lighting, and I don't know what's wrong. But
Oh, okay.
So I shut off the other phone, but
There you go.
like kind of buffer room.
Right.
Hello, everyone. So I have a really crazy testimony that I never expected to happen. This is awful. Oh my God. I was on my feet a lot, and I'm a massage therapist by trade, and I never travel without my massager because I know that once I get really sore, I can be super cranky, and I have to have my massager, my back, my neck, all that stuff. Taking MoreMito has definitely changed a lot of that, but I was on my feet and a long drive and all the stuff that was happening over the weekend for an event. And I was super sore. It's kind of normal. You're overtaxing yourself. So when I realized that I did not bring my machine massager, I was livid. I lost it. And I had remembered that one of my friends that's taking all the products said that she puts the lotion, the Rejuvenate, all over her body, all up and down her legs, her feet, her arms, everywhere, neck, shoulders, wherever she can physically reach. So I was like, well, shoot, this is all I've got. I've got to just try it. And it was the first time that I had ever done a full body wherever I can reach with the lotion. And I did double up on the brain and body as well, and I doubled up on the Restore drops. But I have to tell you, when I woke up the next morning, I could not believe, and this is not my body, I know my body, it was 85% pain-free. Like, nuts. Like, my pain or my discomfort, whatever, was like a 1.5. That was insane for me. Totally insane. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I really had such a great experience with that.
Yeah. The source of a lot of that pain is coming from inflammation that actually is rooted in mitochondria that are damaged. Okay. So as soon as you start nourishing them, I mean, they just lap it up. They just can't wait. It's like they're having a party, okay, and you're able to have your fun as a result. So.
We did. We had la vida loca. It was going lots of fun.
Yeah.
We were so happy. But thank you so much for all of this that you do.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your wellness journey with us.
All right, we do have a few questions in the chat. Someone wants to know, does MoreMito help hydrogen titers suprasanuda?
How does that affect you? Can they type that in?
I think it has this like inflammation of the sweat glands. Let me see, hold on. That
Okay, so
creates like boils and things of that nature.
Right, so again, let's talk mitochondrial restoration, because that's what's creating all of this. It's not what MoreMito does, right? It's what your body does with it. It's going to create that additional mitochondria that you don't have now. So, and it's going to do it instantly. That's the difference between the first generation and what you have right now. As soon as you ingest it, it is communicating with every cell you have. this is what Bev and I have come down to. Is like there's no explanation for it. How do you get that instant turnaround? We weren't seeing that before. Okay, we're seeing it now post 2019 when the store came out. Okay, now what that means is now all these inflammatory processes that your body really was not managing well enough, like Ingrid was just talking about, and like with any of these conditions. So with every one of these disease conditions, there's some kind of inflammatory component. Your body can manage that now and can get it down. And it's important for it to get done naturally because inflammation isn't inherently bad, right? If you're injured or wounded, if the inflammatory process is just attracting resources to the area so that it can repair it, right? So we don't want to interfere with that. What we do want to help address is these chronic situations where it's lasting too long or it's too severe. The amplitude is too high, right? So your body's going to get it and it's going to fix it. It's like, I can use a lot of the words, but that's what it comes down to because that's primarily all what we're doing. It will have the energy to bring those resources in. There are many resources, if you look at the product list on there, that are good for various parts of your body. You take away that XDS technology, take the same stuff, and you won't get that result. Why? Because the cells have not been upregulated with the energy. They haven't been made more efficient so things can flow in and out. Your cells can breathe better, right? The things that need to come in can come in. You got the right voltage across the inner and outer walls of your cells. And the things need to go out, the toxins need to go out. Okay. So you're just going to work better, so therefore you're going to feel better. Okay. So that's it.
All right. We have another question in the chat. Is there any hope for dental regrowth if the next steps the dentist says full extractions before getting dentures?
Yeah. Based on the fact that we have seen and we continue to see all these oral miracles where you got this terrible toothache and it's going to cost $20,000 to go get all this dental work done. And you switch the stuff around in your mouth, you put the rejuvenate on your gums, whatever, your body tamps down that pain and actually fills that doggone cavity. I still can't get over. You know, when people start, you've heard me say it, when people start telling me about this years ago, I wouldn't even talk about it on the calls. It just sounded so bogus compared to what I wasn't used to it. But it kept coming. So yeah, I mean, give your body a chance to fix it. And if in the end, you have to do extractions anyway, maybe you don't have to do as many, or maybe that the stress that you're going to be in for having them all pulled out, it's not going to be as bad. Okay? So that would be my advice. You know, give it a try. You know, do it frequently, and let's, you know, the worst thing that's going to happen in any case is you are going to be healthier. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Sherry, okay. Sherry said boils. It's for my niece who's 19 years old, so I'm assuming someone with boils. That's all she posted. That's all she wrote there.
Okay, well here again.
Speaking about the the supernata tabiga that we just spoke about. So those are made off boils.
Okay. So I would be putting that mix some Restore, maybe a teaspoon or more, depending on how oily you like it, in that rejuvenate. Shake that jar up, and put it on there frequently. The biggest mistake that most people make in using that is they don't put it on often enough. They'll put it on once a day, maybe twice a day, but you got a serious situation. 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day is not too many. Okay, I don't know how many times I put it on today. All right? And if you don't have a good reason to put it on, increase your face value. Put it on your face so you can get those unexpected compliments, okay?
And then she's also asking would she need to come off her medication.
Well, we have, okay, that's like, again, it's food, right? So yeah, there's no counterindication that we've come across. There will be occasions which a doctor will tell a person, don't take anything until you get through this procedure or whatever. Okay, fine, follow the advice. And when that's over, then go back and take it. But there's nothing we found after going on 11 years that suggests there's any issue with any medication.
And then there's a question that want to know if the website is available in any other language.
Yeah, it's in Chinese right now. You click that button. And I guess Spanish should be next. But, you know, we've got a lot of code work on the way. We got like 4 programmers grinding away on this. Our priority at the moment is to get all the stuff finished off associated with that. Share MoreMito info system. And then we'll pick up on things like that. But, you know, keep those suggestions coming. If you got another language you'd rather us to, let us know.
And then the young lady asks, where can she get the oatmeal recipe?
Okay, so the oatmeal recipe is right in your back office. Okay, you go in your back office like this, like I'm about to show you. Okay, so I'm in right here, and go back to the home page. And by the way, this is a new link that's been added, maybe too small for you to see, but where it says click here to show the announcement like this, the announcement comes up. There's a button right beside you. You might not have noticed. It said copy link. One too many people called me and asked me could they get the announcement. All right. So now you can get it. Just click there. It comes up. Copy it to the clipboard. You can paste that into an email or text message and send it to people. And you see them. You put that link in. I'm gonna get to the answer. You know, so you get this. There you go. You got the announcement. Okay. So there you go. That's what you do. Send people that link. They got the announcement. Okay, let me get back to this. Now, here's how you find that. That link right there says click here to listen to previous calls. And can I make this bigger? I guess I can at the bottom down here. Here we go. Hope we get this big. Are you seeing? Oh, God, it's going too big. All right, let's go back. All right, here we go. All right, so if you come here, you will notice that this was Tuesday. This is Saturday. You see this right here? What does this say? This say out of 83 foods, 6 made arteries and cardiovascular system healthy. This is it right here. Dr. Thomas, he called himself Dr. Thomas Dell. His name was Delauer. If you will just click this, just click that link.
I need you to listen closely because I'm Dr. Thomas Dell, and I've spent over 21 years working in the emergency room. I've devoted years to figuring out why some hearts fail even when people follow healthy diets. They eat oatmeal, salads, low-fat foods, do everything they're told, yet their arteries still end up blocked. That question haunted me for decades until a research team I worked with in Japan ran an experiment that changed everything. We tested 83 different foods, natural fruits, seeds, herbs, powders, even spices, and added each one to a bowl of plain oatmeal. Then we used live arterial scans to measure blood flow and plaque response in real seniors over 60. Most of the foods did nothing. Some even made things worse. But 6 of them, just 6, completely changed what we saw on the screen.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. So, too many of us are responding to out-of-date, antiquated information. This is latest stuff. Got the studies. And he'll go on to tell you not just what they are, but how you prepare them and why they work together so well in that oatmeal. So you really need to do yourself a favor and do that. There's another one down here. If you go back to the one we did on how to fix blood pressure. 7 items. This is probably him doing the same thing under another name. Meals that promote this, blood pressure national quickly. Every time you see me put some links in there in addition to this one right here. Okay, there's 2 people here. One of them was this lady Claire Whitmore. So you see, this is him again doing the same one. Add this to your oatmeals. I probably should have put this same title in the other one. So they have a line. Click this and see it come up. Okay, maybe this is an older link. It's not coming up. All right, let me go back. Okay. So anyway, go and click these links. You have an updated version. And don't sleep on this lady right here, Dr. Claire Whitmore. Claire Whitmore goes into her version of that.
The macrophage can't process all that cholesterol. It's overwhelmed. It becomes engorged with lipid. It swells up. It transforms into what we call a foam cell, a fat-filled immune cell that looks foamy under a microscope. And foam cells are the foundation of plaque. They're the first visible sign of atherosclerosis. When you do an autopsy on a teenager...
Anyway, she will take you through the same thing, her version of it. Awesome information in here, in either one of these. So this is where you find them. Get to know your back office, it's your friends, okay? And right here. And every time I do one, then I got some special information, like I said, for you. You'll always see those extra links in addition to the link for the call, okay?
Awesome. We do have one last question in the chat. What is meant by the term detox?
When your body is getting rid of accumulated toxins. Now, your body is constantly detoxing, right? Every time you go to the bathroom and poop, you just detox, okay? But if you sweat it, stuff's coming out. But like I said, we get behind, our body gets behind in getting these things out. After a point, it starts to interfere with it. And some of these come from not just your normal eating of food. Others come from stuff you got into. Some others might come from parasites. You know, most of us aren't doing a parasite cleanse on a regular basis. Unless you are mito, okay? In which case, you're getting a parasite cleanse all the time. So if some start coming out of your face, out of your nose, out of your eyes, running for the nearest exit, and that's where they chose to leave, thank your lucky stars for mito. And that's how it works.
We do have Marva going to go ahead and unmute you.
Okay, so we'll maybe let her be the last one. We'll try to keep this short. Miss Marva, up in Canada.
Yes, sir. Good night. I'll make it really short. I know you like it short. I was talking with my team today, and I just wanted to know if that paylater plan, if that works in Canada also, because I don't know any of those references, the zip and the do that stuff. I don't know it.
What's the first part of the question? I missed the first part.
Does it work in Canada?
What work in Canada?
The paylater plan.
I don't know. I assumed that it did, but I haven't had anybody report on it. Well, check it out. Let's see.
I don't know what those things are, but it says you can check it out on certain things. That one of them is zip, and one of them is after something another. I don't remember right now, but I don't know what those are.
So let me just say it so folks that don't know what pay later is. You know, when you go out and check out with Amazon, a lot of these companies, they have these vendors there that will loan you money to pay for that purchase. Well, we have them in our back office too. You will see them when you get to checkout. You know, you have the option where you choose how you're going to pay. It's one of those. If you don't already have an account with them, you can click, or if you do, either way. You click whichever one you want. We got like 3 or 4. And they have a little slightly different qualification criteria. And then they'll let you, pay them back with some, easy payments over time kind of thing. But honestly, I don't know. I just assumed that it was available everywhere, but we'll have to see. Have somebody try.
Somebody just saying it doesn't work in Canada. I mean, I'm not trying to do it for myself, but people are asking, so I was just trying to give them the answer.
So I'll have our folks check into it, and we'll find out if we can offer something for Canada.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. And for the Bahamas. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you know how hard we aim to please.
Is it short enough?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited to hear from all of you. Yeah, thank
Shout
you.
out for Dale.
Yeah. Where's Dale? Where's Bonet? Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still here, yeah.
Dale Bonet, commercial.
Hello, everybody. The commercial is you get these incredible products at moremito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / and type in your username. You're going to be at your website now. You can't buy the products from us. You have to buy them from a person. Well, you're that person. After you tell somebody what you heard, as an example, what you heard tonight, or what you've experienced, or you know somebody who has a condition and there's a testimonial to help it, You tell them about the products and send them to your website. They're going to get to listen to a selection of testimonials. They'll be able to read about the ingredient list that you saw tonight. They'll be able to read about the XDS. Most important, they can purchase. They can only purchase from you. But you know, there's one more thing they can do. At the top right, if you're on a computer, top right, it says join. You've heard tonight, you've heard three things. You've heard the products. You've heard how, should you choose to participate in compensation, you can do that easily here. And you also then have heard these testimonials. Well, let's talk the second part. There's no cost to join MoreMito. We don't charge you to come in and tell people about these products. There's no monthly fee to be here. The websites I just described, some you saw tonight, those are all free. We don't charge you for websites. We don't force you to buy anything. You heard Rodger explain compensation. You don't even have to purchase to participate in compensation. One order can qualify 2 people. That'll all make more sense as you get involved with this. And you also heard the way we pay is like nothing you've ever seen. Once you're a verified member, that means we've checked your phone and your email to be certain you're a genuine human being in person. Then you're going to find that when they purchase, your compensation's in your back office virtually instantly. If you're signed as a referring customer, you get Mito Cash, internal money. Use it to buy product. Use it to pay for shipping. Use it to send to other people. And it's great for if you're outside the country and you're worried about the difference in the money transfer, the money conversion. You got internal cash. You're not worrying about that, are you? But you can also upgrade to a paid rep. That's free as well. Now you're getting cash every time somebody purchases. You can send it to your bank account through Stripe connectivity, an incredible ACH program, safe, secure, get it into any bank. You can send it to your PayPal. You can send it to your Venmo account. You've never seen anything like these products. Listen, if you're going to share with people, you're going to share because you love people. You want them to be out of the conditions they're in. You want them to know there's hope. But you might also simply want to make some extra money. Times are tough right now. What if your product was free? What if the next step, what if your car payments were paid by your MoreMito sharing? What if your house payment was paid? More than that is happening for a lot of people. But it all starts with you telling people about it. We've done everything we can. One-of-a-kind product, there's nothing like it. It's not a concern of should I use MoreMito or this other stuff. There is no other stuff that increases your mitochondria. We're it. You've got a one-of-a-kind product line with a 100% 30-day empty bottle, no question asked, money-back guarantee. Goodness sakes, people need to try this. We have a 93% repurchase. Pain factor, they advertise it on the radio, crows about having a 70% repurchase. I feel bad for them. We're a 93% repurchase because it works. So come in, let us help you. We've got a tremendous support staff. The phone number's at the bottom of your websites. They're answering the phone 6 days a week. Who answers the phone these days? Guess what? You leave a message, you get a call back. Nobody's doing that. We're here to support you and to help you. And that's the whole thing we're here for. Let the world know. You have info now. Let the world know what you know, and let's go change the world. Back to you, Rodger.
All right, thank you, Dale. So yeah, we're gonna see you on Saturday. We got a lot of good stuff coming. We'll have a new exciting topic, and before that gets Thursday, that I might stop over there with Alexander. But thank you once again. You're the very best product for MoreMito. We couldn't do this without you, and we will never take you for granted. Okay. Are you all ready for the toast wind up now?
Yep. MoreMito toast.
MoreMito toast.
Right, guys, you guys can go ahead and grab your MoreMito product and technology, and let's do MoreMito toast.
This is my Rejuvenate.
Yep. That's what I'm using right now, my Rejuvenate.
I'm using my Rejuvenate with my Restore.
Yep, with my Restore, yep.
Okay.
Diminishes fine lines and wrinkles.
Yep.
Put it on your
I
face.
do it all over my face.
Yeah, why you look so yummy?
As Miss Ingrid said, she uses it as her liquid before she does her makeup, and then she rejuvenate. Guys, this is our skincare now. I used to buy expensive Korean skincare.
Yep.
Maria and I used to buy expensive Korean skincare. Now we're using this.
Most certainly
Well,
did.
I even use it. I use it for lotion now on my feet, on my legs.
And now, before you take your shower, dry brush your body. Then take your shower. Because when you dry brush, it's gonna help open up your pores even more. And then you want to use it all over your body, from the head to your toe. Anyway, got a lump, a cyst or not, whatever. It's gonna work for you.
And gentlemen, you use it too. A new customer, he got his product last week, and I encouraged him to use it, and he said, "Oh my gosh, my wife is already letting me know she's seen a difference in my skin." So he said, "I think I'm gonna have to beat those ladies off with a stick now. I'm looking really good." So
Right.
Loving it.
Get those. Get those ingrown hairs too, gentlemen. Get those ingrown hairs and your beard and all that area that you shape. You can use the rejuvenate with the restore on there too.
Alright, guys, we'll go ahead and stop this recording, and we're gonna go.
Recording stopped.
Mute everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.